from Maxi Physio. I prepared for you today a short Pilates class to work on posture. So for this class we need a theraband. So it's okay if it's not like these ones, you know, the ones that have the handles, those work too. And the resistance needs to be moderate. You need to feel a little bit the arms. If your band is very loose, you can always hold it tighter. And if your band is as strong like mine, then you can always hold it looser. So just keep that in mind for the exercises we're going to practice. So we're going to start lying on our back. And the first thing we're going to do is just get a little bit of a stretch to begin to open up a little bit the chest and open up a little bit the spine too. So if you make your way down into your back, just go ahead and roll to your side, then onto your back. And if you feel you need a bit of support for your head, you can use a cushion or a pillow as well. Once we're here, we're going to keep the legs together. We're just going to make sure our back is neutral. So if you take the hands onto your hip bones and just take a couple of tilts forwards and back, so you can feel your lower back flattening and arching. And your neutral position should be the middle between being all the way flat, all the way into an arch. So once you're neutral, we're going to hold it. You can double check with your hand, make sure you have a space for your fingertips as a reference. So not the whole of your hand, just the tip of the finger should be able to go through. Just picture the space for a small breath. And then we're going to take the arms out to the side, like a capital T, maybe a little bit lower if this is a bit uncomfortable. But basically you want to feel the chest nice and open. We're going to go ahead and take a deep breath in, deep breath out, find a little bit of tension through the core, and as you feel that, go ahead and twist the hips to one side, neck the opposite. So it's okay if you start right to left, just make sure your head goes away from the hips. We're going to inhale, exhale, find again that connection to the core, come back to the middle, breathe in again, and let's repeat the same, but the other side now. We'll hold it again, inhale, exhale, come back to the middle, and we'll carry on moving. Same thing, come back to the first direction as you exhale, feel the stretch. Feel also which area of the body feels tighter, whether it's the chest, maybe the spine, maybe the hips. Inhale, exhale, back to center, core engage, and let's repeat it again. Exhale, twist, inhale, hold, exhale, back to center, one more time each way. Inhale, exhale, twist, core engage, inhale, pause, exhale, back to the middle, and let's go for one more to even it out. Inhale, exhale, twist, okay, inhale, close, hold, exhale, come back to center. Very good. From here, let's just start just doing a little bit of work through the shoulders, just to get your posture going on the upper body. So keep the legs about hip distance apart. We're going to start with the arms reaching up towards the ceiling, towards the sky, palms facing in. Your hands are right above the shoulders, elbows are straight. This is called scapular isolations. So we're basically going to feel our shoulder blades moving. We're going to try to inhale and reach the fingertips up towards the sky. So your shoulder blades are going to come off attached. We're going to exhale and we're going to try to connect the shoulder blades back down. Feel a bit of a squeeze between your blades. That should help you to broaden the collarbones. And we're going to repeat it again. Inhale, reach. Exhale, connect again. Shoulder blades down. Feel the squeeze between the blades. Feeling those muscles on the upper mid-back area. Should be feeling easy. It's quite nice as well, again, to release a bit the front of the body, the chest area. Let's repeat it one more time, and then we're going to do this with the theraband to start adding more resistance. Great. So from here, if you just find the band, whatever you left it, and we're going to do is, we're going to try to place the band around the shoulder blade area. So around the muscles that we were just working, and you're going to hold the band with a bit of tension. Again, the tension needs to be moderate, so you need to feel there's a bit of work happening, but it should be manageable. Yeah, so make sure you don't feel like you're struggling from the beginning. You'll get a bit of fatigue, but as I say, it should be manageable for you. You can always adjust it if needed. So from here, we're going to repeat the same. Inhale, reach. You'll feel now a bit more tension from the band. Exhale, and just let the band help you. It's going to facilitate the movement as you connect the shoulder blades back down. And let's repeat it again. Inhale, reach. Exhale, find again tension through the core. Don't forget about that as you connect the blades. Keep the back of your neck lengthened. Keep the arms straight. Great, so hopefully we got that going nicely. We're going to be adding a bit of a stretch again for the chest. So inhale, reach. Exhale, connect the blades. And keeping that connection through the blades, go ahead and open up the arms with the band. Try to keep a bit of tension on the band as you take them out so they feel nice and lengthened. Come back to the middle. And we'll repeat it again. Just going to move a bit away from the wall. Let's go again. Inhale, reach. Exhale, connect the blades. Keep that connection. Inhale, lengthen the arms out. Exhale, close the arms back in front of you. And again, inhale, reach. Exhale, connect to the blades on your core. Keep it on as you inhale. Exhale. Let's do it again. 2 more rounds. Inhale. Exhale, connect. Open. Close. Last round. Inhale, reach. Exhale, connect. Keep that connection on the blades. As you open, inhale, exhale, close the arms, inhale, release them down. Good. So we're going to change positions now. Let's just roll to our side, and then from there, help yourself up to come onto forward kneeling on your hands and your knees. So we're going to do a couple of cat and cow stretches, which are nice as well, just to release the whole of the spine, and then we'll do a bit more work on this position. So hands about the width of the mat, roughly about your shoulder width or maybe a little bit wider, and your knees roughly about the width of your hips. You can always use a bit of padding for your knees if your knees get uncomfortable, and you can also do it on your knuckles if your wrists get stiff. So choose a position that works best for you, and let's go from here. Inhale, exhale, think again a little bit of your core, and then begin to round the spine. Relax your head. Inhale here. And then exhale, begin to arch the spine. Collarbones wide. You're going to end up looking forward. Let's repeat it again. Inhale. Exhale, round. Feel both arms firm on the ground, even weight on each. Inhale. Exhale, release. And just again, try to get the whole of your back moving from the neck to the pelvis. And let's go again. Exhale. Again, one more time. Inhale here, exhale round. We'll go again for an inhale, pause in the stretch, and then exhale, move again back to cow. Then from here, we're going to try to come to neutral spine. So picture now one line going from the back of your head, along the shoulder blades, along the sacrum. So now that we got this, we're going to try to focus a little bit again on our core. And we're going to try to dissociate a little bit our shoulders from our hips, but with the idea of keeping the back neutral. So I want you to focus on not rounding, not arching. Yeah? If you can do this with a mirror perhaps, or somewhere where you can see your reflection, it will help you greatly. So we're going to inhale, and as we exhale, think again of your tummy muscles, your core, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to reach the right arm forward about shoulder height without shuffling, without rounding or arching. Come back, inhale, again exhale, think again of your core, and then reach for the other arm. That's great. Let's repeat it again. So thinking again of your back position. Think again of the posture your back is on. So if you were sitting, it would be as if you were with your back very straight. But we're in this position, forward kneeling, which is a bit more challenging. Let's repeat it again. Exhale, reach. 2 more. And one more time. Great. We're going to go down to child's pose for a brief release. So if you make your way down to the heels, keep the arms lengthened at the front, drop your head down. Just have a couple of breaths here. Try to relax a little bit, release the spine, the shoulders, the neck. And let's come back up. So let's just go back onto a little bit of work with the band. We're going to bring the band again around the blades. As we were before, lying on our back, but we're going to return now to four-point kneeling. So we're going to use the band again for both a bit of proprioception, so I'll give you a little bit more feedback where we want to get a bit of a squeeze, and I'll give you a little bit of resistance as well to work on the upper body. So back again neutral. Now think of connecting the blades. So again, your band should be roughly on that area. So you use the band just to get you more connection to those muscles. Inhale. And as you exhale, try to keep those shoulder blades squeezing together. Get your core on and then just pull on the band a little bit as you reach down forward about shoulder height. So same line as the spine if you can. Let's go again. Exhale, reach. Inhale, come back. Good. If for any reason your shoulder doesn't like going as high, especially if you had any shoulder injuries in the past, don't force it. You can stay a little bit lower. What I want you to focus again is keeping that connection to the blades and your core as you do the arm movement. And the other thing I'd like you to think as well is where your head is. So try not to look down, try not to look too forward. Again, roughly where your hands are, maybe a little bit further forward than your fingertips. But again, trying to maintain your neck in line with the shoulders. Let's go for 2 more. Lovely. And then we come back to child's pose. You can release again the band, keep it perhaps in your lap if that's easy. And we just come back to the stretch we did a moment ago. We're going to inhale, and let's come back up, this time to high kneeling. And we're going to keep the band in the same position. So your knees are going to be again about the width of the hips. You can still use a bit of padding for the knees if that's more comfortable for you. Your band is going to stay around the blades. You can again hold the band as tight as it feels appropriate for you. First thing we're going to do is think a bit again our position here. So as much as you can tuck the tailbone under, so it gets a little bit of activation through the glutes and the core, and think of your shoulders again quite open, because we'll naturally tend to round them. So just think of again pinning your shoulder blades and stay nice and broad. Neck lengthen, maybe look as straight ahead or slightly higher so your chest, your collarbones stay open. From here we're going to inhale, and as we exhale with the palms facing up, we're going to pull the band forward. Arms about shoulder height, and then release, breathing. It's like an offering. Let's repeat it again and focus on keeping your collarbones really open as you do this so they don't round. And then coming back, breathe in. And we'll go again, exhale. Think of your core as you exhale, release as you inhale. 2 more like this and we're going to be adding on. So last one. On the next one, we're going to open the arms. So we'll keep a bit of a stretch again on the chest. So keep your palms facing up, open the arms wide to the sides, come back forward and release. I'll show you one more time from this side and then I'll show you from the front. Exhale, inhale, open, keep the squeeze on the blades, exhale back forward, inhale, release. So if I'm doing this facing to you, it will look like this. Exhale, reach your arms forward but shoulder height. Inhale, keep the connection to the blades, open the arms, exhale and release. And let's go again. Exhale, reach. Inhale, open. Exhale, back on front. Inhale, back to the start. Let me show you one more time like this. So last one. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale again. Inhale, release. Very good. Let's now take the band on front of us. And we're going to try to be nice. Just focus on our wrist position, so try to keep the wrist very in line with the forearm so the wrist doesn't extend on one hand or the other. Again, you can play a little bit with the tension on the band so you can adjust it as you go. But really focus again on connecting the blades. So the muscles will be working, they should feel nice and warm by now, and that should help again to keep the collarbones broad. So we're going to inhale here, and as we exhale, we're just going to pull the band as we take the arms about shoulder height. Release the band, breathe in, come back down. Again, your back should stay in the same position. I'm not slouching or anything. We're going to repeat it again. Exhale, pull the band, inhale, release. So if I show you again from the front, we're going to exhale, again, wrist, flat, neutral, pull when you can, and then focus again on not shrugging, yeah? So shoulders down, even when you lift the shoulders. That's it. Keep the strength going. Exhale. And inhale. Good. Let me show you one more time like this. Exhale again. Inhale. Release. Okay. Lovely. Now step with 1 foot forward. Whichever foot you want to do first, we'll do both. Step on the band. Try to keep it as even as possible. And we're going to be doing a raw movement now. So again, find your balance. Try to stay tall so your hips are not tilting back. You're not arching your spine too much. We're going to start with the palms facing back. Yeah. We're going to do a high row. So we're going to inhale, and as we exhale, as you engage the core, again connecting the blades, elbows back, and release. Breathe in. We're going to repeat it again. Keep your gaze forward if you can. Squeeze as you pull, and release. Now, depending on how your band, if it's a bit loose, you could perhaps cross it, and then do it with the band cross. That will give you more tension. Or just hold it tighter, or again, if it's a little bit strong for you, then hold it looser. And just think again of your elbows going sort of as the same height as the shoulders, or almost. That's it. Feel again the chest opening, but the back of the shoulders, your mid upper back area, your shoulder blade area working too. One more. Exhale, pull. Should definitely feel in the arms. And release. Great. Let's just change the leg, because that's good also to challenge your balance on both sides. You might be getting a little bit of a hip flexor stretch too while you're in this position if the hip flexors are tight. And what we're going to do now is we're going to be pulling the band back. It's like a plow movement. So palms again facing back. This might perhaps feel a little bit harder because the arms are going to stay straight. And we'll get a bit of work on the triceps too. But it's the same idea, trying to get the muscles that open up the shoulders working so we can broaden the front of the body. So we're going to inhale here. And as we exhale, let's just pull the band back. You can watch the shoulders don't roll. Keep them open, stay tall, and release. Breathe in. Let's go again. Pull back, and release. Again, if your band is loose, you could cross it perhaps, or hold it a little bit looser. I'm just going to stay with the band as I was doing. And let's just go again. Pull back. Release. Feels quite nice. Try to stay tall as you pull. So feel your back lengthening. That's lovely. Let's go again. Exhale. Inhale. One more. Exhale, pull. Stay engaged with the core. Inhale, release. Great. Now we're going to come into sitting. Because we spend often a lot of time sitting, so it's important to work when we want to try to retrain our posture, just work on positions where our posture is relevant. So you could do this sitting on a chair if you prefer, or maybe sitting on a couple of blocks or books if it's more comfortable for you. I'm going to demonstrate on this position rather than a chair, but again, as I said, you could do this on a chair if that's more comfortable for your hips and your legs. So keep your legs bent up, maybe not too bent, so try to give yourself a bit of a space for the hips. It's okay if your toes come off, just make sure the heels stay grounded, and roughly you want to be about hip width apart. If you are sitting on a chair, make sure your heels are grounded too. And then same thing, just watch for your alignment. And then we're going to start hands at the back of the thighs. If you're sitting on a chair, you can keep your hands on your lap. And we're going to focus on the base of the spine now. We'll keep paying a bit of attention to the shoulders, but I want you to think of moving from this area now. So we're just going to go ahead and try to come off the sit bones. So begin to feel your tailbone, and just as if you were rounding your back or slouching a little bit. And then try to come back to the sitting bone, so the two bony bits we got underneath the hips. That's where we want to be sitting from the start, and where we want to come back to after we do that little tilt and up. We can add the breathing again, so you can inhale as you roll, exhale, use your core to help you stay tall. And just really feel that movement. It's a small range, I'm not going too far. From the hips, from the pelvis. But it should help again to lengthen the base of the spine, your lower back. So we're going to see if we can take the arms off, just to challenge a bit your shoulder control as well. So as we've been doing, palms facing in, connect a little bit the blades, so same muscles that help us to keep the collarbones broad, and then keep the arms in front of you. Watch again, we don't slouch, yeah? So I'm still moving from the hips up, while my arms stay on a good position. So this is really good as well to dissociate the base of the spine from the upper part of the spine. So think of the upper part of the body on a good alignment. And then again, just trying to get that position the same as we move from the hips. Let's try again one more time. Great. Just rest for a moment. And we're going to try to add a little bit more movement now in the arms to give you more of a stretch. So it's going to feel fairly similar to start with, and then we'll just get a bit more length going. So bring the arms back in front of you, palms facing in, connect the blades, stay tall. Begin to round a little bit, come off the sit bones, then come back onto them, and this time just reach the arms up. Try to sit up tall. If you can, biceps by the ears, but again, if your shoulders are a little bit stiff, you're welcome to keep them a little bit lower. Just stay tall, energy through your fingers up towards the sky, and then come back again with the arms in front of you only. Remember, don't slouch, and then come off the sit bones again. So inhale, and as you exhale, come up. Let's have the breath. Think of your core. Inhale, come back again. Front. Exhale. Reach. Let's go again. Inhale. Exhale. And one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Great. Once we finish this one, we're going to come back to kneeling as we were before. This time we're going to kneel on the band. You can still use your cushions if you want them. For the knees, yeah, if you need a bit of padding. And we're going to again try to keep the band as even as possible on each end, so you don't have one side shorter than the other. We're going to try now to tilt the hips back, but keeping your back again fairly straight. You can have your toes flat or tucked under. And I want you to think as if you're about to bring your hips back. So just stick tailbone out, but feel again your back is straight. So there's one line, yeah, from the head, shoulders, and hips. A bit like when we're on four-point kneeling. Okay, from here, hold the band as tight as you need to so you feel the arms working. We're going to keep the palms facing in this time, and we're going to row like this. Squeeze the blades, release. Breathe in, breathe out, use your core. And inhale, exhale. So this is good as well for core strength and back strength. If for any reason your back doesn't like it and you prefer to do it here, that's okay too, but ideally we want to work like this. We're going to add again a bit of work through the back of the arms to challenge these, so we'll exhale and inhale, release. So exhale is going to be the row, the extension of the arms, inhale, bend the elbows, come back. If you were doing it upright, you can try again like this, but again just watch the shoulders don't roll forward, which is quite hard to do. If you're here, it's easier to do it, but again, if you need to modify it, that's fine. So you can really work in the back of the arms while we open the front of the shoulders. Again, getting those upper back knee back muscles are strong, connecting the blades. So 2 more. Then you feel the back of the arms, so maybe you're burning a little bit. And release. Great. This is a couple of easy shoulder rolls. And let's just finish by doing a little bit of release, which is good as well to help your posture, because often it's not just weakness, it's also tightness on some muscles, so we want to do both a bit of strength and release. So for this, come into sitting. You can do it again on a chair, sitting cross legs, whatever feels more comfortable. Just try to stay really tall through the body, so if you think of your back, just fairly straight. Yeah, try again not to come too forward, try not to slouch back. So make sure you can sit nice and tall. Again, you're welcome to use a chair or sit on a block. Just make sure you can keep your back lengthened. For me, this is good. So I'm going to demonstrate like this. And we're just going to go on to shoulder rolls. Just breathe normal. Try to feel the movement on the shoulders. Try to feel the release on the neck, top of the shoulder area, which often again gets very tight, especially if you do an office type of job, so computer, desk, this area always gets tight. Let's go the other way. Just try to enjoy it. Keep your breath going. Let's just finish with the shoulders now down. Let's just do a half neck roll now, so if you drop your chin down, just try to feel a bit of a stretch in the base of the neck. And just move a little bit side to side. You can keep your breath going. Try to get a bit of a stretch at the end of the half neck roll. One side and the other. Feel the difference on both, and try again to keep actively the shoulders relaxed. Great. We're going to come back to the middle, and now let's just take the one ear to the shoulder, so just straight down. You can watch this shoulder, the other side doesn't come up. Try to feel again the stretch here. You can help yourself with the hand. You can keep the other arm down if that helps you, just to anchor that side and feel the stretch better. Then from here, just go ahead and look down. Feel the difference in the stretch. And now just gently look up. Then come back to the sort of that middle position where you're kind of gazing forward, and then let's do the same to the other side. So start by taking your ear down to the shoulder, feel the stretch on the other side, watch it doesn't come up. You can use your hand to help you, you can take the arm down and anchor it, or reach it down if you're sitting on a chair, just reach it for the floor. Then turn your chin down. Chin up. Back to sort of gazing forward and release. Great. From here, we're just going to finish doing shoulder shrugs. Maybe place the hands back on top of your knees or your lap. Inhale, bring your shoulders up. And then exhale consciously, let them drop. Feel again the changes on your body already after doing the exercises we did. How your collarbones feel more open, how your back feels a bit more upright, and also how those muscles between the shoulder blades feel already more active, supporting you more on this posture. A little bit your core too, so those core muscles will help you with that base, base of the spine, the center of the body. So feel all of that as you lift and release the shoulders. Let's do it one more time. Breathe in and breathe out. Great. So this is the end of the short class for posture that I prepared today. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Any suggestions for any other videos or any other content, please let me know. If you're interested in any of my online classes, please visit my website maxiphysio.com. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll hopefully see you in my next video soon. Bye bye.